What's up? Hello, my friends. How are you today? My family, friends, saints, and ain'ts pumped up. I've been in some training this week and it's been so good. It's been firing me up. It's been such a blessing. And I thought tonight I would speak about strategy to successfully do what it is that you want to do. Get in better shape, lose weight, get stronger, gain balance, eat better, drink more water, whatever those strategies are. I don't know. Start a new job, start a new career, run your first 5K, walk your first mile, do some exercise in the chair for a change, just get up and walk, whatever that strategy is. It's been a while, but even in 2010, here in Tampa, they did their last Gasparilla Marathon, a full 26 miles. And I made that. That was my goal that year. That was my goal. And I tried to always have one, a business professional goal, a wellness goal. This year is to do a pull up. Now, guess what? I had that goal last year and I quit on that goal. And I know better. I know better, but I didn't want it bad enough. I didn't want it bad enough. So most people, even my clients, they'll ask me, what is the strategy? What's the plan to do this? What do I need to do to lose weight? I need to, how many crunches can I do to lose weight in the middle? I need to do something about this. I need to take the collagen. I need to do that. So I said, okay, well, let's talk about this. Let's talk about what is the best strategy, and the strategy being a plan of action, right, to achieve your goal or whatever your overall aim is. So whatever that is, going plant-based, eating more vegetables, whatever it is, right? What's the best system that you can have? Well, I'm here to challenge you because I believe that radiant system, we're having a radiant rap about it, of rest, activity awareness, diet, introspection, agua, note taking, journaling, and training, those are all a part of the strategy for whatever it is that you want to do. And in the training that I was doing this week, I thought it was interesting because the talk was about the strategy being important, but not the most important. A lot of us want to do things backward. We want to know what the recipe is, but there are things that we need to do before the recipe. That's number 3 of what we should do. Number 1 in my radiant uh, uh, is the activity awareness and the introspection. Really, it's the mindset. It's the mindset. To be healthy and whole, we need to focus on our movements, our mind, and our meals. And it's the mindset, that part of it is what we need to focus on. And a lot of times, in order for us to change our mindset, we need to get out, we need to get up, we need to sit up, we need to change what it is that we're doing. That's why I love yoga, that practice of yoga, because that's what it does. It has a set of asanas, a set of movements to get you prepared for the real work, And so it really, even though a lot of us get into yoga because of the physiological aspects of it, that is just part of the whole formula. So in order for us to even think about a strategy, we need to just think about getting in a better frame of mind, moving our body a little bit. Sit up. We're slouching, or we're mad. we're complaining, we're just not in a good, even if you get the strategy, even if you have the strategy, you're not in a place to implement the strategy because of our mindset. And so once, okay, we sit up, okay, we got our attention back, shoulders back, chest lifted. Okay, now we're ready. We're hydrating. We're trying to get better sleep. So that's a better way, right? I'm going to boldly say that that's a better way of changing our state of mind than using some of the artificial substances like food, like alcohol, heroin, whatever, the drug of choice, because all of that has side effects. But if we could just move our body, we can change our state of mind. And then, secondly, we need to change the story that we are saying. Change the story we're saying. I just came out of a fast, right? And during that fast, most of our conversation, and I've been guilty. Everything I say, I'm telling you, I'm guilty of too, right? I've been guilty of. If I'm not now, I have been, or I still am guilty of. Human, hello. We counted down those days. We were counting down the day. It was 10 days, right, of a fast that we were on. We were counting down those days. And you know what that meant to me? That we weren't going to change who we were after those 10 days. We were going right back to the activities that we were doing before. That's not, right? That's just that's not changing our mindset, And so changing our mindset is changing our identity, changing who we are. So we have to change our story then, oh, I'm just not cut out for that, I'm just, I just have a tendency to be uh, anything. I'm gonna be the one to cuss you out. We take on these identities. We need to change our story. So we need to change our mindset, our state of mind by moving our body, hydrating, that whole physiological state. We need to change what we are saying about ourselves, and then we can work on the strategy. I heard this story one day about one time, and I love the story, about a true story about a gentleman. He's wealthy. He lives on the West Coast, and he's a physician, actually, a graduate from Rutgers, and he does a lot of this type of work, mindset work. But he has horses, and he got on his horse one day, his mare, and he has a lot of property out there, and he is on the road a lot. So he was home, and he gets on his mare, and his mare wanted to go in one direction, other than the direction that he wanted to go. There were other horses on the other side of the property, and that's where the mare wanted to go. So he pulls the reins to get the horse to stop and go in the direction that he, the rider, the owner, wanted the horse to go. Well, the horse pulled back. He might have taken a couple of steps, and then he started rearing off to the other direction. And that went on, tug and war a little bit, 4 or 5, 6 times, where the horse is still trying to go where he wants to go. And then finally, and gently, he just pulled the reins to lead him in the direction that he wanted him to go. The master wanted him to go. And it's the same with our bodies. We can't let these bodies be the master, and in the Bible, unapologetically, I'm Christian, but I love you regardless of, what your belief is. And I'm here for you. And I respect you. And like I said, I love you. but in Romans 12:2, it talks about renewing, not being conformed to this world, but being renewed in your mind, and then that you can discern properly what is the will of God. Who is the will of God is always what is best for you. Okay, so in the same way, we have to stop letting our bodies be the master of what it is that we do, because motivation is not going to take you but so far. You're going to get up and not be motivated. There's no way that I would have run that marathon if I only, for the training, it took a long time to train for that. If I only did the training when I was motivated to do so. There's no way I could have started this wellness business if I only did things when I was motivated to do so. I could not have gone plant-based if I did it only when I was motivated. I mean, there's some days, you don't feel like doing it. You don't feel like working out, but you do it. You do what you got to do, because you're embodying that. If I want to represent who it is that I say that I am. Does that make sense? And so this is what I want you to do. I want you to speak life, to begin to embody who it is that you are. Change your stories. Stop telling yourself that you can't do it. You're too old. You're too young. You're too out of shape. You're too sick. You're too whatever that is. Stop it. Change your story. Change your words. And you have to do it over and over and over again. And God will give you the grace to do it. I don't know why nobody's talking to me today, but that's okay. So you are enough, and let your light shine. Let the world see who you are. You have purpose, my friend. You are adored. You're beautiful. You're capable. You're dynamic. You're enough. You're fabulous. You're gifted. You're healed. You're incredible. You're joyful. You're kind. You're loved. You're magnificent. You are needed, my friend. You're an overcomer. You're precious. You're qualified. You're respected. You are sincere. You're teachable. You're upstanding. You're victorious. You're wise. You're exenial. You're youthful, and you're zealous. Okay? Now, some of those things you might have to keep speaking and walk into that and work on it and get the skills, right, to back up those things, because we don't want to do that either. We don't want to lie to ourselves. We want to be truthful to ourselves, right? We want to award effort. We don't just want to, you know what I'm saying? But you're speaking what it is that you want to be. You're speaking speak life. Hey, Kelly, how are you, my friend? Steve, how are you? And the missus? Every hour in the moment, child. It is. It absolutely is. But you know what? Over time, like certain things that you struggled with in the past, like that you were struggling with 10 years ago, because you have been evolving and you have been working on yourself. I know for a fact there are some of those things that you don't struggle with anymore. It's just the way it is. I don't struggle with, wanting a cigarette. If somebody said to me, do you want a cigarette? I'm not going to say, oh, what kind do you have? No, that's not me. That's not a part of who I am. I don't, get away from me because I'm going to want, I'm not going to want that. With God's grace, I'm not going to ever want that again. And I don't have a desire to do that. I don't have a desire, but we do have to stay humble, and I believe, and grateful We have to stay in gratitude because we could go back. I don't take for granted any of it. So, I mean, he said the word 5:15, 5:15. We have somewhere to go, and he started this morning. Every time he saw me today or text me today, and he was just texting me or whatever. 5:15, he said a bunch of times. So, anyways, it's 5:15. So that's all I wanted to say. I just wanted to share some encouragement with you. You do have greatness inside of you. Let your light shine unapologetically. But we need to instead of just looking at the strategy, because I got strategies. I got good products. I have a good system, in terms of what I have strategies for you to win. But if you don't change your mind, if you're not changing your physiology and your state of mind, if you're not changing your story of who you are, then my strategy is not going to be able to help you. And that's the same in every area of your life. Okay? Love you. Nothing you can do about it. Peace.